Hello. It is tier listing time. Where do I put this thing? Yeah, good enough, I guess. Well, let me try it in violet. I thought it looked like that in YouTube before, now it looks different. Maybe I am just insane. But anyways, I'm gonna rate the Black Souls characters. My setup here is kind of scuffed, so apologies if weird things happen. Hopefully you can see the characters and stuff clearly enough. I have never done a stream like this before, so I have no idea if this is going to be fun or good at all, but I will do my best to assign these waifus and explain my reasoning. But anyways, we will just start with the obvious. Leave, Mary Sue, Mary Ann, go to the worst category, for obvious reasons. Hey Winder, welcome. I thought about naming that category the garbage, but I think this is better. Hey username. Alright, so this is daughter Ellis, I think. I think this is a C. Because it's not real Ellis, it's fake Ellis. Also Shazgood. This is doll Ellis. I never interacted with her in Black Souls 2. That's interesting. But she still goes in the C tier with what I've seen of her. She would be D, but she's partly Ellis, so she gets a little booster. I accidentally typed booster instead of boost. Oh well, she can have booster too. This is little sister Alice. She was a homie that one time, so she gets to be B. Little sister Alice is always like that, right? Or does it change based on which Alice you choose? Mastma, why do you have to tell me that? It makes me want to lower her a letter. I will just pretend I never heard that so that she can stay at the B rank for being helpful. In the files, this just says Alice Little, so I have no clue who this is. It's probably Alice enough so she can be an S. I think this is just Nightmare Alice being what Alice is supposed to look like. But oh well, Alice can be an S. I don't even know if Alice is real or not anymore, honestly. Hey JC, I will have fun and I will do my abs. Mother Alice. I didn't interact with her much, but I think I'll just put her next to daughter Alice. I'm not really into the mommy type of characters really. Not sure if I want to put her before or after daughter Alice. Okay, now Nightmare Alice, the crawling one. I'm not sure. In a way, she does truly love Grimm, but she has a misguided understanding of it because she is an outer god. I hate to say this, but I think she can go in O. Shaz like Mary Sue, but she doesn't know that Shaz evil. She isn't intentionally doing bad things. That's just kind of how she is. This is true, they love to turn Nyarlathotep into anime girls. Also, she has Naya in her name and that makes me happy, so she can be Ah. That might change later depending on where I put other people. This is the brutalizing angel that I forget the name of. I I think she can go in D. She is a coward, but she does musical things, so maybe C. Nya. For Violet, she can be in the back of C. The problem with tier lists is that I try not to badmouth people, so it's hard for me to put people lower than C. Rubber dog. She is an idiot, but a wholesome idiot. In the end, she's just kind of there to do her job, and she's not really that evil. I think B is suitable for her. Howdy. I have said howdy back, thus completing the howdy contract. Baphomet. I kinda liked her. She get deleted from everything thought, which is sad, and she does kind of trick you into doing things. She more or less uses you as a means to an end to get to marry Sue. But she was trying to end the whatever was going on so she can be in B. Yeah, I basically tried to throw as many characters in as I could, but I couldn't get good images for some. Like I wanted to put Prayer Master in but couldn't find him. This is a dog that shows up in the bar. I found his picture so I put him in. He looks friendly. He can be in B tier, for good boy. I think this next one is Belle. She gets an F for being mean to the beast. I have no idea. I thought this dog was just in the bar. He looks friendly and I don't remember anything else about him. But yeah, Belle goes into F tier because when Beast dies she's like, oh my god, how are you so useless? Which is mean. Don't be mean. Hey tell, I am doing well. I am rating various waifus. I don't know if the dog is bad or good then, but I guess everyone does bad things when they are driven mad by Jub. I will move him to c4 now. It is Bill time. I don't know where to put Bill. Actually, Bill can go into A. He was very nice and helpful. Though he has a sad story because he wants to be a girl, but the snake god made him a boy. He always does his best. A literal man-eater. Hell yeah, put booster in the special booster category of bad. I feel like I am putting Bill too high up. I might be being too picky about the A tier though. Blackwell. Listen, like the majority of the characters in Black Souls 2 are just monsters. Like I put Nightmare Alice in a tier. I am already highly rating evil characters. Blackwell can be B tier. She never really does anything bad to you, and it's alright. I should note that I am rating these characters weirdly, not in their waifu ability, but more or less am just like, I put this person in a because I like them. I didn't need to know that Blackwell is an old lady. But oh well, I don't think of Blackwell lewdly. This bunny lady can be in D tier. She's just a random character that I don't think does anything with you other than lewds. Also, she is a furry. But she isn't like bad or anything. She's just not really good. Why is Bunny Lady a tier for you? Jack did many things wrong. He is also on the list for later. This is Catherine. I think this is Catherine. I am so bad at remembering names. I liked her. She was nice. But man, she has like 4 death conditions. She really wants to die. Sometimes I may suddenly shift some people around. That will just be happening. Well, listen, sometimes people just get misguided, okay? She could be better. I find it hard to say what her personality type was exactly, but she was nice enough and not a bad person. You are correct. Cheshire Cat goes into S tier for obvious bias. Well, listen, lots of people worship Mary Sue, but she didn't know what Mary Sue was. But yeah, Cheshire Cat. I really liked her. She is one of my favorite characters. It was really nice having her show up at the bonfires to say cryptic things at me. I don't know if Shaz more or less than Alice though. That's a hard decision. This chicken man. He wants to get eaten, and that is just weird. He also goes to the slaughterhouse and one-shots you, so he can be in the back of D. I didn't see any of the lewd scenes for Catherine, so I don't know what goes on in there. Okay, Mastma, sell me on this chicken man. What's so good about him? Oh wow, at 0 cent has literally a roasted chicken. I don't even like chicken that much, but that makes me kind of hungry. That is really funny, that moves him up a bit. tier list, please. There. This is one of those people from Black Souls 1. This is either Snow White or Cinderella, but I don't remember which. I didn't really interact with her much, not sure if she had a lot to say or do. I am tempted to put her into didn't interact, but I did do some murdering. Back of D seems okay to me. Shaz just evil and bad, manipulated by Mary Sue to become the villain in the story. I didn't really interact with this clam, but all the words around her called her a bitch. There was that one time after the insane thing happened where she came out of Walrus swinging. Shaz also kind of gross looking. Maybe Shaz not truly a bad person, but she gets to be an F tier because I don't really like her. She wants me to kill people, well, she can get dunked on them. Dodo time. I like Dodo. She is a bird brain, but I like her. More or less than Bill though. I don't know, but somehow it feels suitable to put her into B. Dorothy. This is a hard decision for me. I don't know how I feel about Dorothy. If I didn't have Dodo running, I would have screamed. Okay, I can't only put those types of characters into A. People will make weird assumptions about me. But still, I feel like she belongs there. Well, she kind of wanted to conquer the world. so she's a little evil on the inside. There. This makes me feel better. Dorothy is about alright, I would say. A good place for characters that I like just enough is B tier. The Duchess. I didn't really like the Duchess too much. Though she did create some comedy. Yeah, also Vor and NTR, bad tags. For that reason she goes into the D tier. Unless someone would like to convince me otherwise. I feel like I rated the two other allies too low. They can be moved up a little. I never used her covenant because I love my speed. But still, she eats people, is kind of mean, and also NTR, so she can be in D tier. This is Edith. I think it's Edith, is that her name? I like her design, she is cute. We don't really get to interact with her because by the time we find her she's the eagle. But it seems that she wasn't really a bad person. She tried to help Jack with his issues, and that may have incidentally caused him to turn into the Ripper. She didn't mean for that to happen. I kind of like her. I guess maybe if I interacted more in the VN thing I would like her more, but she seems like a nice B tier. I think she's fine. The problem is that I feel like I played Black Souls 10 million years ago because Black Souls 2 had so much content, so it's hard for me to remember Catherine properly. Elizabeth. She is mean to Red Hood, so she gets the D tier. She isn't even mean to Red Hood because of Mary Sue. She's just mean to her just because. Though it was nice to see her in Black Souls too. She can be higher up in D tier. If she was nicer to Red Hood, I would move her up to B tier. Elma. Elma is a weird character. She's alright, I guess. She inspired the desire to protect. Also, she burned that house down that one time. Yeah, it was also a huge pain trying to keep her alive. It is said that her dad is in the Chaos Dungeon, telling you to take care of Elma when she doesn't even exist anymore. I didn't have a picture of her dad, but he would go into a probably. He just wanted what was best for her, I think. Eunice goes into F. I hate that lady. She's sexist and stubborn, and also a really annoying boss fight. Those just misguided about her views of the world like the lion is, but she bothers me. At least the oyster has a reason to be a bitch, like all of her friends got eaten or something probably. So Eunice can be in lower F tier. Frog Princess. I guess lower B. In the end, she just wanted to find her prince. And I feel bad for killing her. She just wanted love or something. Gerda, or Gerda, one of those. I liked her. She wasn't around a long time and had a little quest, but she helped out in the last boss fight and that was really nice of her. I like hair design too. There's more to Gerda's arc then. That's concerning. Interesting. Well, I still think she belongs in awe. She helped in the boss fight and had an interesting thing. It was also nice to see some Hunt's representation where he really wanted me to shank her. Anderson, that is. Goose. She stole my money that one time. Oh really, so that's what the snowman is then? I didn't realize that she made him. Goose. I didn't hate her, but I don't know. I don't like it when people lie to me and steal my money. I can't remember this person's name. Shaz, one of those twins. Gretel. That's it. She was okay. She can go into D tier though. She was kind of indifferent about her brother's survival. Shaz a bad sister, so she goes into D. And at least Elizabeth was honest about being cruel. Hansel deserved a better sister. Griffey. I kind of liked her. She has another bird brain. She can be over here next to Catherine. I did do some turtle. Griffy and Turtle were friends, and when Turtle goes insane she gets poisoned by her. I can understand why Griffy would kill Lorena. Lorena is like objectively an evil tyrant. I didn't do that part of her story though. So I didn't see her reasons for doing so. I think Shaz alright in B tier. Wish she didn't kill Lorena though. Actually C tier. That seems fine to me. Hello Aziz Shaw. You don't need to worry about spoilers at this point. This is Grim. He gets to be S tier because I think he is pretty cool. As long as neither Anderson or Lewis are in control anyways. If I were to include them being in control, he would probably even out in C tier, I guess, due to all the senseless murder and other crimes. Why are the rap battles what push him to S? That is concerning. Well, either way, I like him so he can be an S. Fine. Has too good. Thank God he sells me the Black Souls. I'm tied between A and S. I think back of S is appropriate though. I saw it in Black Souls 1 and he helps you in the end where you fight Nightmare Alice too. I think that's the only time I saw him help in Black Souls 2. Anyways, Hansel can be back of C. He was more or less just a victim of sad circumstances, but he wasn't as bad as his mean sister. Really, most of the Black Trial characters are cool and I like them. Hatter was alright. I didn't think she was amazing, but I thought she was alright. I think I liked Cat more as the same genre of character. She can be middle of B tier for me. She was interesting at least. Humpty Dumpty. I do not like the way he is looking at me. He can be back of D. I guess he just exists to hatch that other character. That other character who I don't know where to put. Shazgood. Wait, is the daughter goose? I guess they are a golden bird. A golden goose. A million souls hell beast that knows what I've done. Listen, I've done going wrong. I am completely so. I think she can go into back of C's. Not bad. Not really good either. Let's shift that around a bit. Well, that's concerning. I have swapped her and Elizabeth. I didn't really spend a lot of time around that bird, and she didn't really seem to do anything meaningful either. Jabberwock. Shaz kind of nice when Shaz not being evil, but that's just a lie, I guess. More or less Shaz knowingly, causing and ordering the suffering of basically everyone else though. So she can be an F tier for being mean to everybody. Yeah, Jabberwock caused a lot of problems. Though I liked her in the first game when she was just a corpse that gave me cool abilities. Jack. He is completely evil and insane. He kills innocent people because of some weird ideas he has in his head. His speech was so hilariously ridiculous that I can't help but like him. I don't really know where to put him. I like that he was just trying to clean up the world so it would be pure enough for Edith. But man, why not be smart and just not murder everybody? Well, listen, just make Wonderland bigger easy. He can be right here, I suppose. At least he had convictions, I guess. Yeah, he was kind of driven insane by the loops. So it's not really his fault that he turned out that way, but that doesn't change that has turned into a monster now. Also furry. Jean time. I liked Jean a lot. I don't know why, but she was nice. She can be top of a tier. Oh no, not crispy. It is said that Shaz always basically doomed to face the flames. She can at least not catch on fire in my tier list at least. It seems fine to me. Killing her was very hard in Black Souls 1. Yeah, I didn't have a picture of the dragon. Just imagine I put him in the back of a tier. Well, that's one thing I don't understand about these characters I killed in the first game. Some of them lived despite me killing them, and others just didn't. Jub Jub makes all my friends go insane. But Shaz just doing her job, so Shaz not as bad a Jabberwock. Jabberwock is also seemingly forcing her to do so to some degree, Shaz just another bird brain. Jub Jub doesn't do anything. You guys really like the big chest, huh? Interesting. I guess that does make sense. She does drop the gear of madness. But overall, she is evil, and I think she uses that gear to drive your friends insane due to her role in the story. So she's kind of being forced, but also trying to stop the cycle. She can be in C tier behind Elizabeth then. Actually, maybe a little further ahead. I just didn't really realize that when I played, mostly because I just killed her every time. But it does make good sense. But maybe she shall found a way to end loops without killing my waifus. How about that? Wait, really? Well, if she's sister Alice, that changes some things. She can be right here next to the other two Alices that she probably hates. That's an interesting fact. I like this bear. He can be in the A tier. Well, I did think that the other Alices were not part of Nightmare Alice necessarily. I didn't think they would be those three, but I suppose it does make sense. But supposedly there was another Alice, and older sister Alice, that was somehow disposed of. I wonder what happened to her. Maybe one of the other characters used to be her. It is weird if Jabberwock is one, since she was more of an one innocent character. Oh, that makes sense. I thought Cricket was also the Ellis that dies at the start of the first game. So that's why Cricket became the Red Queen. Interesting. Good to know. Cutie. I didn't interact with her much. She mostly just asked for children. She can be in D tier, I guess. She doesn't really do anything wrong. But she doesn't really do anything right either. But I don't want to rap battle people. I'm not good at lyrics. Overall, from what I saw of her, she can be upper D. Oh no. Yeah, Cutie does acknowledge that she doesn't really want to do this thing. Cutie is just another victim in a way, but this time it's an outer god that got sucked into the craziness. Honestly, kind of funny that an outer god is getting hit with some of the craziness. I feel bad for her, but she can stay in D tier. Lindamia. The boss fight was cool, interesting character. I hope she or he or whatever that is comes back in the next game. Sounds fun. They just better stay away from my other characters I like. I look forward to seeing that thing again. Lion girl that I don't remember the real name of. She is very fluffy, Not a lot of content going on with her though. I probably missed out on some of it. She is also Senator Armstrong, which is hilarious. Big fluffy war criminal Oneice and Senator Armstrong. I don't agree with her ideals, but it seemed like she would be more able to be convinced and like Eunice. She could be convinced that the weak are not worthless, simply by showing her that there are things much stronger than her. There could be some cool character development there. She's always been at the top of the food chain, so she doesn't understand the weak. But yeah, fluffy. Cute. Really, it's easy to get me to like a character more if you make them fluffy. Okay, this is Lord. I like Lord. Even when he was wombo comboing me. Interesting character, nice little nemesis with cool music. Has just another author tricked into creating for the outer gods, I think. Has one of the few other creators we've run into, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, they did steal his theater. That's rough, buddy. But also has French or something, I think. You know, what if the British are furries, and the French are birds? There are a lot of birds in the game. Either way, he's cool and I liked him. Crazy owl man throwing 4,000 daggers at me. Yeah, the translation I got was Prince of Hell. What have you done in my shitpost channel? Oh god, fair. Also cute. I really like these designs and this art style. Yeah, cool character. Interesting themes about him. Anyways, top of C seems alright to me. Actually back of B. Lorena. That's actually really cool. Next up is Lorena. Black hair, red eyes is basically a cheat design. It just looks really good. Maybe that's just my preference, but I really like that design. She's also another innocent monster, so to speak. I think that she does very bad things but doesn't really understand that. Oh man, why did you have to mention Shadow the Hedgehog? Now it's destroyed. This seems like a good spot for her, right in the middle of B basically. If she were less cruel and evil, I would put her in A. But in the end she's still a bad person, though she did kind of sell her soul to the outer gods so she could be with Lewis. At least I think that's what was implied. How romantic. Not many people would sell their souls to outer gods for love, I guess. Mabel is an easy S. She's very good. Mabel is one of my favorites for sure. She may have initially started with the goal of just stopping the loops and not really caring about you, but I think she really grows to like you as the game goes forward. She is also cute. Also gives you a useful item. But let's not talk about that item. March hare. Very lewd rabbit. Very, very lewd rabbit. Why is everyone a man? Listen, it's an outer god, it probably transcends gender. Well, either way, Mabel is very nice, and she or he or whatever that thing is can be up there. March hare. A bit too lewd for my liking. I don't really like a characters whose entire personality is just being lewd. Though I did like the little nod the March hare has to other eroge, where she has the lewd stat thing. She can get boosted because I thought that was funny. But not enough to escape D tier. I guess it just bothers me more than it normally should. I just hate when people are only horny and that is all they are. I don't want to call anyone out, but there used to be a ton of tubers on Twitter that would basically just constantly horny post, possibly as an attempt to gain followers, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Maybe that's where my distaste for it comes from. I'm just sick of it is all. You mean this lady? I didn't even know the city could get poisoned. I guess that must be what the Piper was doing. I didn't really interact with her much since her only dialogue option was sex. She can go next to the other prostitute. I don't know. I didn't really interact with her much actually. She can just go in there since I only saw like one dialogue from her ever. This vor mermaid terrifies me and makes me uncomfortable. She can go next to the other vor lady. Winter, that's just terrifying. Don't feed the heroines to the mermaid. Miranda, I like her. She's a little bit too murdery for my taste, but I think she's a for sure. I'm not certain of all of the difference between her in the first and second game. Well, the gowl is her still kind of. Well, bongo if you ask me. The respite monster this question, where I literally have written that into my story like 4 times now. Yeah, kind of, but not really. Really, it's hard for me to say. I think they're about the same person, or close enough to go into the same spot in the same tier. Even if Corpse Eater isn't real Miranda, she still helps you out and is a nice familiar face that wants to help you out. Shazgood. Okay, but the crawling one is not very Ellis-like. Like she's trying to be Ellis but is not. Miranda isn't trying to be Miranda exactly, it's more that she thinks she is Miranda. Or at least I think she does. It's a hard call. Either way, I think I weigh them about equal. Florence Nightingale. She loses some points because she is a weird furry. I don't really hate furry that much, but it's not my preferred design. As a character, I think she was done quite well and was an interesting thing. Though she kind of went bonkers trying to feed people out or got juice to save them. I will put her next to Blackwell since they are old friends. Shaz more or less just another victim of the world being a mess. Oh, it's flesh wall time. You gotta love your boy the flesh wall. Couldn't ask for a better companion. Nobody will protect you like the flesh wall will. Node. I don't know if I want to see a Rule 63 flesh wall, and how do we know the flesh wall isn't already a girl? Node is in between A and S for me. She does truly love you, and want you to be free, but she's also a big part of the what's keeping you in this nightmare. Also, she is a lewd rabbit for sure. I think she can stay in S, just at the end. Pinocchio. Yeah, I guess has a D. I don't really care for him. Has just a guy, I guess. I feel bad that he fell in Beth Chaos Labyrinth. I think this is his puppeteer, but I don't remember. Yano just kind of ended up in a bad situation, but did her best to slowly get you to fo it. Lobo. Let's go. Wait, not Lobo. Foro. Lobo is the fate wolf that has a sword. I like him a lot for some reason, even though he's just a wolf. Has a good dog. At least from what I've seen, has nice. We won't talk about the things he does with Red Hood because I haven't seen them. Please, there is no NTR. We are all homies here. No lewds. No lewd relationships. We are all friends. You can't NTR with no lewds. Picket is good. She desperately wants to be a normal girl, but is an outer god, so that's rough, buddy. Shaz, one of the only characters I don't think you can ever really see the true form of. She even forces your sen higher if you enter her room with 0. Yeah, I've heard that Prickett is the setup Alice in Black Souls 1. Yeah, she was part of the crawling one, but became its own thing. Apparently she also bled herself to feel your pain so much that she created the pool of bloody tears. In the end she was heartbroken because she couldn't have your love, and let you free instead. Very sad story. She deserves an S, I would say. The dates were also cute. Pumpkin bro time. I have no idea where to put Pumpkin bro. Listen, I didn't NTR him, these accusations are so mean. Just homies. I just became good friends with his wife. We had a nice friendly, relationship. We had tea parties and ate nice snacks or something. Pumpkin bro was nice. I liked him. He went on a quest for his wife and was very nice. He can comfortably in B tier. This is Rapunzel. I didn't really like her much. She collects weird things and is kind of an ass. Winder, please. Maybe there's more about Rapunzel you get to learn if you covenant her, but I wasn't very interested. She does have a fancy hat, I guess. She can be in D tier with her fancy hat. I'm too easy to please. If you have a nice hat, I like you more. I have no idea where to put this mouse. I barely interacted with her. I assume a lot of lore is probably in the loot scenes. That is just terrifying. So that's what that one image I saw in the files was, where she had the nightmare Alice face. She can be in D tier since she never really did anything. She just kind of chilled. Normal mouse things. Is this the cat bias? Do I like mice less? I feel bad about D, but maybe she should have done more stuff to be in C or higher. Red Hood is best girl. The ending is too sad. I can't even listen to the song of it without getting sad. Also, I think she may be Ellis that got Mary sued into being Red Hood. But that's just my insane theory. But they sure went through a lot of trouble to show me the story of Baphomet for it to not have that kind of implication. As well as telling me specifically that Mary Sue cannot create, she can only alter. I have no idea what the real world is, or if the real world is even real. I don't even know if Alice is real. Where's Alice? Alice. I am going to Alice. Okay, shisha time. I kind of like this thing for some reason. I don't really like the 420 Blaze It type of character normally, but she was alright, I guess. In the end, she was just kind of a lonely caterpillar. She was alright, I think. She can be around there. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with old Alice and what happened to her really. Oh god, wait. Wait, if Red Hood is Ellis, and Alice was old when this happened. It would make sense that she only had so many years left to live. If she could only change her appearance but not her lifespan. Maybe her limited lifespan was just because she was already old. That might be possible. I don't know who this Slimmy thing is, but I never saw it. Looks cute though. Looks like a slime cat. Well, Uni can go die, I don't like her. Okay, Snake God. Praise the Snake God. Though, he did make Bill into a guy when Bill didn't want to be a guy, so that's not very nice. And then he got jealous of Bill and I's homie time and had to get in on that. I think it's Audie for wronging my good friend Bill. Mid-tier of D. Unless someone has some argument for otherwise. Snake God does care for Bill, and gets pretty pissed if you kill him. How could you be mean to Bill? So rude. Okay, so next up. I think this is Snow White. I like her design. Nice ribbon. But overall she's kind of just evil and like go away nerd. The snake god does kind of look like Ellis. Most of these characters in the first game, the villains at least, are heroines that got twisted into being evil. But that doesn't change the fact that they are evil. Snow White didn't really do anything wrong to me. She was more of just there, So she gets to be higher than the other ones at least. That's neat, I look forward to that. How many games is this guy going to make, dear God? Not that I'm complaining, I like his games. Okay, turtle that I forget the name of. Yeah, she was okay. She was in love with Griffey and had some funny interactions. I still never found out if she was really a cannibal or not. It seemed up in the air whether she was or not. But she was right in between a cannibal cave and a sea that had a sunken ship full of cannibals. She was alright, I suppose. The trivia battle sounds neat, though. Okay, the Tweedles. They're okay, I guess. I don't like the NTR that kind of goes on with them though. So to avoid bring them, they get to move together. They're interesting characters at least. I don't know what else to say about them. Their convenant was useful too. So thanks Tweedles for being useful. Vernai. Hell yeah, my boy. You get into a tier. Right behind the wall of flesh, the homie zone. Mastmano. NTR is evil. Forbidden. He has an extra scene for that specifically. Well, has a good rabbit making up for the sins of the father. Oh yeah, that's right. She does have a jail, doesn't she? That's kind of interesting. Jabberwock is a weird character. Thanks Verni for helping me stab her. Good rabbit. Victoria. But the real Victoria. She ate my face that one time. Shaz okay I guess, at least Shaz honest about who and what she is. I like her a bit, but not a lot. Fake Victoria, or rather the derivative created by Mary Sue. Very lewd succubus lady, but she does care for you. She makes it to the back of B. I didn't do her fight scene thing I don't think. But she was neat. Makes sense. I like Maid Victoria more, mostly because she just was around more. Real Victoria kind of just chills. She has a sad story too with being a weird person who likes to harm. Okay, Walrus. Walrus is probably the dumbest character in the game. She is a walrus. I don't hate her, but she does also randomly spout communist nonsense at me. I think she's alright. I think she ate a bunch of innocent oysters though. She can go in D. I'm not fond of her. Okay, everyone is in a category. I will now swap some things around. If you would like to fight for anyone to have a higher or lower ranking, this is the time. I didn't have all the pictures of them for some reason. They weren't all in the files. Karnak I would put in upper B. Sackhead, upper C. What is your argument for the lower Baphomet? She is kind of evil, but she's been twisted into a role that she's forcefully trying to escape. Though really she just tells you to hunt down sinners, and most of the sinners are people that are quite bad. Clearly Sackhead becomes Ellis if you do that. That's all the pictures I have for this one really. There's more characters that got missed, like Prayer Master and such, but I didn't have a good picture so I couldn't do it. I guess she does lie and trick you. For lying she can drop down to C. Don't lie to me, lying bad. I'm still conflicted on Jubjub. What does Rule 63 Jack look like? Oh, I see. Listen, Wolf Cam and Mimi are cheating. I almost was 1 for 71.92. But in the end that got used for the other story instead. But man, Jack does all that murdering. And I know the world is filled with evil degenerates born of your sin, but like they didn't ask to be born. Fine, lower C though. At least he has convictions. This game has plenty of yanders already. I'm not really sure if you can be more of a yander than Nightmare Alice. Please give me your argument of bumping up Dodo. Alice Little. In this list, I am treating as the real Alice, or the illusion of the real Alice. Is this argument just that she has big boings? I shouldn't say this, but I don't really care for massive hunkers, honestly. Why did I say that? This is not something I should tell people. I mean, I did see that Dodo school in Winterbell. But she has a bird brain. Fine, she can be ahead of Bill. She's fun and pleasant. I like her. The best design in the game. Like, the design I like the most, or the one I think is the best artistically. Also, the music is driving me insane. Need new music. Originally I planned to play Black Souls music for this stream, but I am always terrified of copyright. I probably shouldn't play boss music, that might get old. It's okay, Mastma, I can imagine the Bondoker's pasta. The best design, huh? I think Edith looks nice for sure. She's up there. If Red Hood didn't have these weird loot clothes, I would think she was better. I've got to carefully look at everyone. I do like Tia Lyon's design, but I feel like her boings are too boing. Shaz okay, not the best. I would like Jub more if she would put on some damn clothes. It's a hard decision for sure. I really like Lorena and Mabel's character designs. I think my personal favorite is probably Lorena, where even though she's a terrible person I still like her a lot because she is very cute. Mabel is a close second. Artistically, I have no idea. I don't know why I even brought that up. I'm not an artist. I also like this slime cat thing. Edith is good. I like her too. Really, the game has a lot of designs I like. Let's see what other Black Soul songs I got in here. It's a bop. Anyways, does anyone else have any characters they want to fight for? Well, this lit was like an all-around list. It combines everything. Waifuness, character, design. I learned some interesting new things this stream too, like the Jub stuff. That's all very nice. It's a game that has a lot of depth and interesting things in it for sure. I look forward to more releases from the guy that makes these. Well, with that, I have completed the tier list. Sometimes it's hard though, like I feel like I want a three-dimensional tier list. I will leave you on this screen for a second to admire the beautiful tier list while I get some more water. Okay, I am back. Yeah, I will take a picture of it when I'm done. I don't think I could do a boss battle tier list. Too hard. DLC 3 had a lot of good fights. There's like 8 alone in the final boss section. I can tell you that I didn't like Unias because she is a big cheater and dodges everything. Also, I have no idea what to do now that I have completed this tier list. I actually looked up a lot of the music stuff for this game. A lot of it had sources and stuff, but I noticed that plenty of the songs in the files were actually sped up or slowed down. There was one song I really liked that just had no source though. It was this one. First phase of the theater. Also, a slowed version of this was used for the combat themes for some enemies. I really like it for some reason. I feel like it's the most fitting song for DLC 3. Especially with the deers and stuff. The game's music was pretty well chosen for sure. Even songs that were somewhat generic fantasy stuff fit in well with the places they showed up at. He did what? That sounds awesome. Where is this tuber? I want to see the Black Souls style tuber. As for a paradox tier list, god, that would take forever. There's just so many monster girls. Part 3 isn't even out yet, and that will probably double the amount of them. Maybe someday if I can get a Zo paradox. But it would be hard for me to restart on a fresh file. I've new game plus like 8 times. Maybe if I can get a Zo version somehow, it'll just go growth game 1, hitting everything and talking about how cool it is. Did you ever end up playing more Monster Girl Quest MGGY? I remember telling you to play that like years ago. Based. Monster Girl Quest is just too lewd though. At least Paradox is. Like very sprite is lewd and the combat actions are also lewd. Monster Girl Quest. A game for intellectuals. Oh boy, Bongo sent me some nice fan art. These are some very nice pieces. Oh hey, Mabel is on the ground back there doing some drinking. Oh, you found the tuber. Thanks MGGY. Have a nice day and thanks for stopping by. You can DM me a Black Souls meme or just put it in shitposts unless it's too lewd or something. Bongo, is that a Black Souls meme combined with an I Divine Cybermancy meme? I hate that I understand this meme almost perfectly. I'll watch the YouTube video after the stream, Mastma. Let me look at that tuber. Someone sent it to me. Oh god, Shazgood. It's hard to explain, but it's just adorable. I have grown fond of that art style for sure. I think it's unique and cool. Hoodies are pretty good. Always appreciate a nice hoodie. This game really does have a lot of memes, doesn't it? It deserves them. This game deserves the memes. In a good way, of course. Let's go to the chatting screen. Hey, listen, Brent. I actually didn't even ask for a hoodie specifically, I don't think. I think I asked for comfy clothes. This is just a happy coincidence. A happy, comfy coincidence. But yeah, all in all, Black Souls was a really nice experience. It has a really good story, interesting characters, and a good storytelling method. Really, it's better than any H game has any right to be, and I think it deserves a pedestal right up there with Monster Girl Quest for being a really good H game. Really, I think I might like it even more than Monster Girl Quest, but that judgment may be too soon since Paradox isn't finished yet. Gameplay wise, it's a step up at least, for Black Souls 2. Though some quality of life changes would have helped Black Souls 2 out, like a counter on your remaining actions, or an easier way to switch weapons. So yeah, big fan of that game. It's a bit hard to recommend it to people with all the rap battles though, but I guess that's just its way of filtering normies. I don't know, it's something I can't just go and tell random people to play. I have to know they all like it first, which I guess does the game favors since the people who end up playing it probably are people who will really like it. Oh well, it manages to make good use of its loot elements to tell story to somehow, which is neat. But in the end it's not that great of a loot game, at least the loot parts more or less feel weird to me, because I somehow ended up viewing all the other characters as friends instead of love interests. But I would rather it be this way for sure. If the creator somehow stumbled upon my channel, that would be wild. Though he's Japanese, so he probably can't understand any of the things I say. Oh well. I was indeed not in the rap battle mindset. That's not really my thing, I suppose. I was about to say something bad, but I won't instead. I will probably post it on Twitter, but am always afraid of talking about Black Souls on Twitter. Twitter will cancel you just for loli. They'll probably cancel the hell out of you for rap battles. Especially if you play a game where you can rap battle lolis. Twitter is weird. It's kind of like something I should use to expand my reach. But also I have nothing interesting to say on there. Okay, well, fair. Not all outer gods that want to murder you. Some of them want children. Hey NYTHX. But still, Twitter is not known for viewing context properly. I made a tier list of the Black Souls characters earlier. Now I am just talking about random things. Here, want to see the tier list since you just got here? You can view that for a little bit. Okay, fine, I will put Mabel dance on the screen. It's a GIF though, and Obs hates those. Oh my god, no, I say GIF wrong. No, please, no. Not like this. Here is your Mabel dance. Poro is a good boy. He belongs there. I want to pet that dog. Mabel Ost. Fine. I can't read Japanese, this is hard to find. Here you go. This is one of the songs that got removed because they didn't want to be in an adult game though. At least I think so. She gets drunk on the atmosphere. Close enough. I do really like this song though. What was I talking about? Yeah, I will probably post it on Twitter. Really, you can't cancel someone on Twitter if they're barely on Twitter in the first place. I doubt anyone would anyways. I'm just paranoid about that sort of stuff. Basically, I worry too much about things that basically won't happen. Yeah, the song is mostly played during a fight where you're just trying to do as much damage as possible in as few turns as possible. But I think she's very fitting. Really, they outdid Mabel's song by having like an 8-step boss fight where every song was good. Listen, I have a lot of opinions that I think are perfectly reasonable, but people would get mad at me for them. Mastma, this picture you put in shitposts is really good. They don't understand. It gives healing and a chance at another action. To be honest, I thought the final boss was a fine difficulty. If I didn't have the summons, I would have been completely destroyed. Sure, I did it one try, but like I still had to think and plan a little bit. And really the game is as hard as you make it. At least I think so. That's the thing about Souls games. You can just smack things with your sword and really get good, or you can overlevel, use crazy spells, coop, etc. Sure, it's kind of annoying if you accidentally overlevel, but personally I didn't mind the difficulty in the game really. It's hard to balance this sort of game, at least I think so. You want to leave the players freedom to add absolutely crazy things, since that's fun, but you also want there to be a challenge to these things. I think this game found a good balance. There was a lot of crazy stupid stuff you could do, while at the same time bosses could still destroy you if you made the wrong move. Well, level 1 doesn't matter if you just eat 10 million black souls, does it? At least that's how I thought it worked. I actually really like that you gain black souls for dying too. Good incentive to not just instantly reload. Though I may have done that later in because I got lazy. And that's just insane actually, wow. I think that's pretty cool that you can do that. Anyways, is there anything else you guys want to talk about that's Black Souls related? Oh yeah, for next Thursday, I have no clue what I will be doing. Maybe some serious Sam or something. How do I think Black Souls 3 will be? I have no actual idea, but I expect some big things. The leap from Black Souls 1 to 2 was already insane. I can't imagine Black Souls 3. It'll be good. That's what I think anyways. Brain suddenly dead. Well, personally I would like it to not be too much like Elden Ring. I liked Elden Ring, but man did Elden Ring have a lot of flaws. The open world growing pains on Elden Ring were really bad. That's kind of just an aside, but man, I wish they did Elden Ring better. Like every enemy feels like it does way too much damage. All the late game bosses have unnecessary second phases while the rest of the game is filled with duplicate bosses and other laziness. They definitely didn't have enough time to flesh it out, unfortunately. But that's just my complaints about the game after beating it. Still liked it though, just wish it was better. Well, like very Dark Souls game, you can complete soul level 1, so it really doesn't get much credit from me, honestly. Yeah, I've played tons of totally not H-game RPG maker games that do wild things TFD. So maybe the next one will have some cool advancements. I actually saw an RPG maker game that was in first person once. It lagged like hell, but apparently that's a thing that's possible. It was what? Really? I don't remember the name of it, and it's just some Patreon money farm type of game that will never get finished. It was some fantasy thing where you play a cat girl. Oh yeah, the VN was in first person. But yeah, some nice gift stuff would be cool for the next games. Just better info and convenience stuff is really all Black Souls 2 needed. The VN did seem a little insane, especially since it's just kind of nestled in there and you can barely interact with it at all. Listen, it's understandable. That Alice jump scare was just too scary. The power of the if statement is not to be underestimated. I will probably eventually go take another look at the VN segment off stream if I get bored. But really am just so busy these days. I've spent like so many hours this week working on weird respite systems. A highlights video? I don't know, it's kind of hard to make one for me personally. For one, I'm not very good at picking out good moments. Black Souls is a hard game to clip, I think, since it's like the whole experience. Mostly I just got the dynamic crafting shoved in there umbrant. So now you can make a sandwich out of bread, and two consumables of your choice. Listen, nobody needs to know about all the homey times. Especially not that I had to homey time Bill like 4 times. Oh man, stream, don't drop frames. That's not allowed. Editing. Really, the technical part of it isn't that bad. You download the video, slap it in the editor, and find the clips in there. Cut out what you don't need. Sure, you can spice it up a bit with skips, transitions, and stuff, but the hardest part is just finding the good content to highlight. The thing is that I'm a bit hard to clip. Everything I say is kind of delayed. But I am also easy to clip since you can just screenshot the chat box and get my whole stamped net. The reason I chose that sprite is because I found it on another tier list and crudely stole it from them. The tier list website even tried to make it so I couldn't do that, but I just opened up the website code and just took it out of there. You cannot stop me. I am the cat. I will save your images website. I cannot be stopped. Well, the other problem is that some of these Black Souls VODs are like 8 hours long. The image is one used in like the marketing image. Let me get it. It's just one. A cropped version of it without the Ellis. Yeah, I went kind of insane and just played the game for way too long. The game has so much content, it's pretty ridiculous. Well, those Ellises are the 3 that aren't technically part of the crawling one. Supposedly Fairjabberwock, Jubjub, and Bandersnatch, I guess. Though they're related to the crawling one. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very bad at clipping myself. I'd like to do it some more, but a lot of my content just isn't very suitable for short clips. Plus the pain of working around YouTube to make them is also annoying, since I have to go and download the whole VOD. Yeah, I might do something with those quotes eventually. That's a good idea. Actually, people used to do that to me all the time, because I always say stupid things that I will regret later. They would just save the weird things I say, then randomly send them to me. And then I will tell them to delete this. I looked at the quotes channel and it made me laugh. Yeah, that will be a video once we get enough of them. Anything from Black Souls I will use in respite. In a way, it has kind of inspired me to work on my storytelling a little harder. So in that way, yes. Will I take anything directly? Maybe. Really, most of that inspiration will probably get shoved into another project if we ever get around to doing that. As for respite, I don't know, the writing is hard due to the current setup. I can't really make them care about most characters since they kind of just slam cars into everything and everyone, specifically Jusagi. Jusagi can't even stop himself from running over Umbran. And yeah, I definitely like it when people have a lot of freedom to do stupid things. The upcoming story stuff is certainly going to be darker, I suppose. That might not be because of Black Souls exactly, but I have decided to take it into a more depressing direction: the past. Well, too late for the mastma. They rang the memory bell. We are already far past the realm of things being normal. Even the old respite players would think the stuff I am about to do is insane. And the old respite players fought a collective embodiment of all of their fallen friends inside a giant crack in reality. And somehow this is even more ridiculous. It'll be really cool if I can find a way to put it all together. But mostly right now I just want to get a lot of hatoff functionality working better so I can make some cool boss fights. I guess that's one thing Black Souls did. I want to make really cool boss fights. Well, in the case of the old respite, it was like a 40-slot server, and people died, left the server, and that sort of thing from time to time. I guess I can just give you the lore. So the last iteration of respite was the story of the lost. They were drifters captured by a certain thing. They were shoved into a factory that harvested them for resources that are produced by drifters. So, they escaped that place somehow, and emerged into the world. But yes, it turns out that they were not captured, but instead of fake drifters that were created for that purpose, the harvest of blight. That being the case, after a certain point, they began to fall apart. The world itself rejected them, as they were creatures that acted as things they were not. They conflicted with reality in that way. They were a forced contradiction that was meant to be erased. So their story turned into a story of contradictions, hypocrites, and becoming something new altogether. This is where hybrids were introduced, as well as the force that erases things that the current players know basically nothing about. Eventually, they had to fight to become something new. They couldn't be drifters, so they became lost instead. It's hard to explain a lot of this stuff since it makes no sense, but basically respite is not a place with stable laws of physics. They can be bent and even changed due to it being a semi-malleable place in between dream and reality. So basically, it was possible for them to become an entirely new type of creature accepted by reality. They're the reason why drifters can have Ikara parts now. They didn't used to be able to do that. Before it was just blight, and also abomination parts. Though, that doesn't mean being a lost isn't still suffering. You do still slowly turn into a wraith if you aren't careful. Which is why by the time of the new players, there's basically no lost left around anymore. They all died off or turned into wraiths. Yeah, the Belle was introduced there too. The bell that rings out for no one. Specifically, it's the bell that rings out for things that shouldn't exist. It deals damage to things that contradict reality. Or rather than contradicting reality, more of breaking the rules, so to speak. When something conflicts reality and respite, it's kind of like You have 99 people who all agree that the sky is blue. But one person who thinks the sky is red. So, randomly there's a small patch of sky that is red when it's not supposed to be. It's a confusing thing to explain. Really, Respite has a lot of mechanics that make no sense because of its state of being a place that isn't really real, but isn't really not real either. Things get flexible and wiggly. It just kind of ended up that way. But yeah, that's the gist of the story of the Lost. The fox is also hard to explain. But don't worry about the fox. Fox. But yeah, that is your lore time for the day. Really, for Respite it's hard to write a story like Black Souls has, with characters, convictions, and other things. Since your story has to accommodate the weird characters you are running the thing for. So that kind of made me good at improv, I guess. I can at least write on my feet if nothing else. If your entire story is a wiggly mess that makes no sense, you get good at directing the wiggly in a certain direction. Who's to say if it ends up being a good story, but I'm just happy as long as the people playing are having fun. I do wish I could make it more interesting for viewers, but that's hard. Not a lot of people really want to watch Weird Gary's Mod D&D. Though personally I think the viewer experience from the player perspective should be pretty fun. I guess I should watch Umbrant's VODs and see if there's anything I could improve upon there. there might be some quality of life changes I could make to make the viewing experience more pleasing without much effort. Someone sent me a DM, let me look at that real quick. I will talk to that guy later. Anyways. I think I've probably rambled enough. I rated the waifus and the homies. I think this went well. I was a little nervous since I've never really done a stream like this so far, but it went well. I will post the tier list in Discord and on Twitter later probably. So yeah, thank you all for watching, whether it was live or the VOD. I hope you all have a nice day and or night, and I will see you next time. I got distracted and forgot to leave. Okay, bye everyone, you guys are nice. Thanks and stuff.